Absolutely. So let's get into the central thesis of the book. Isgur really emphasizes that the Supreme Court isn't just this distant, abstract entity. It's made up of real people with real thoughts and disagreements that shape the laws affecting our everyday lives.
Right. She breaks it down into how cases arrive at the court, how arguments are tested, and how decisions take shape behind those closed doors. It's like a legal reality show, but with more wigs and less drama, unless you count the drama of their deliberations.
Exactly. One of the most striking examples Isgur gives is the case of Whole Woman's Health v. Hellerstedt, which examined Texas abortion laws. She illustrates how the justices debated not just the law, but the larger implications of their decision on women's rights across the country.
Totally. And it's wild to think that the ripple effects of that decision still influence discussions today. I mean, just look at the headlines from the past year.
For sure, Isgur also shares a quote that really stuck with me. The law is a living thing. It's not just about statutes. It's about how those statutes interact with society.
That's deep. It's like how a single tweet can ignite a national conversation. Speaking of which, Isgur mentions how public perception can shift after a Supreme Court ruling. Take the Obergefell v. Hodges case. After marriage equality was legalized, it didn't just change laws, it changed hearts and minds too.
Exactly. And Isgur highlights how justices often gauge public opinion while crafting their opinions. It's almost like they're also political strategists, which leads me to wonder.
You're going to play devil's advocate, aren't you?
You know it. But really, doesn't that raise an ethical question? Should justices consider public opinion, or should they solely stick to the Constitution?
That's a fair point. But I think it's essential for them to be aware of how their decisions impact society. Just because you have the law on your side doesn't mean you're above the people you're governing, right?
True. But what if that leads to rulings that are swayed by the loudest voices, rather than the most just ones?
The classic debate of principle versus public sentiment. I see what you're getting at, but I think the court needs to adapt to the times while still respecting the law. It's a balancing act, like trying to eat a slice of pizza while riding a unicycle.
Now that's a visual. Okay, I can see your point. But let's also touch on how Isgur discusses the tension between tradition and change. The court isn't static, and she compares it to a popular TV show that has to keep evolving to stay relevant.
Yes, like how The Office changed its cast and storylines over the seasons. Sometimes you need fresh perspectives to keep things exciting and relatable.
Exactly, and Isgur's writing style makes complex legal concepts accessible. She uses humor and relatable anecdotes, making it feel like a conversation with a friend rather than a textbook lecture.